Hello friends, and welcome back to a new lesson. Today we discuss manual focus and autofocus. We want to do a small comparison between the two. Both have their advantages and disadvantages. It's situational and depends on your requirement. Our cameras can't decide what should be in focus. In some cases, when we need to pull focus, we have to be on the manual mode. But sometimes autofocus works fine. But in most scenarios, manual focus performs better. And in most high-end cameras, there is no autofocus. And to be honest, there is no definite answer. It is situational and your comfort level. I prefer manual mode because it gives me more control of the camera settings. I would also encourage you to start using the manual mode. This will make you an expert and give you a sense of ownership. When you use the manual settings and take an image or make a video, you feel proud of yourself. And it is a learning process. If you don't use the manual settings, how will you learn and command the camera? It may take some time, but sooner or later, you will get there. And trust me, this is an amazing feeling. Now let's get back to the comparison between manual and autofocus. When you do close-ups, I suggest using the manual focus only, because a slight change in the distance can make a huge difference. Check this video. The shot is in auto mode and the object is in focus perfectly. But the moment it turns the head and the distance between the subject and the camera changes, the camera gets confused and it doesn't know what to focus on. Here the subject is stable, but what would happen if the subject was moving around? Let's check another video. This is a wildlife scene. The lens is 70 to 200 mm. It is zoomed on auto mode. It does a pretty good job, but a couple of times it loses the focus and that is noticeable. Now let's see some manual focus. Its rack focus manually adjusts smoothly to focus on a particular area and also keep the depth of field. Let's take another example where auto mode was not possible. If this was taken on auto mode, the camera will only focus on the mirror. This was only possible on manual focus. Here you have an example of focus pull. The focus is pulled and pushed from one object to another object, and this was not possible with auto mode. The focus pulling or rack focus is an expert job of the first assistant cameraman. First AC is responsible for managing focus. We will have a full professional course on becoming the first AC. So consider subscribing so that you get the notification of that course too. One more example of manual focus. We know that this was not possible in auto mode. My advice is to use auto mode initially when you're not comfortable with manual mode. But take the challenge and use the manual mode. Play with the settings and focus manually. After all, there is nothing to lose. Your hand and eye combination will grow and it will become easier to focus manually very soon. That was all for today. I'll see you tomorrow in a new lesson. Till then, good luck and have fun.